Welcome to World Gospel Broadcasting Network. I'm Abanda Edwin. Thank you for taking time to be part of this conversation. We are at the Bear Valley Bible Institute of Wotutu. This institution started since 2011. We have graduated almost five batches of students who are working out, and currently the sixth batch will be doing their graduation in about 2 days. That is coming ahead. The institution is one of the most effective institutions in Cameroon, pioneered by the director of the school, Minister Elangwe, who saw this vision and it finally came to reality since 2011 to date. I'm privileged to be with some of the students of the school who probably will be going out in some few days. We are going to be discussing about their experience in the school, how they went through their training, and also look at the words of encouragement to those that also wish to be part of the school and some of the recommendations that could help improve on the institution. With me, I'm having a brother and a friend here, Brother Watson. But let me begin with Brother Wilfred. Brother Wilfred, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Minister Banda Edwin. It's a privilege.
Happy to have you. This is 2 years. It's not easy. Can you tell us your experience? Was it easy sailing through till now?
First of all, I want to appreciate everyone who is going to listen to this audio. And I want to say that it's also a very great thing for me to share my experience with anyone who listen to me right now. Actually, the 2 years that we have spent here, I can say it is easy on the other hand, and to another extent, it is not easy, depending on the condition that anyone can place his mind. But for my own experience, I saw that depending on the way I already conditioned my mind, it is very, very simple. Because before you go into this type of training, you already know that it requires a lot of sacrifice. It's something that requires sacrifice. So for the 2 years, at times we may face some challenges. Maybe, when you have been so used to live a very free life, but you come to where you will be confined in order to study, you are now controlled by people. At times it is not easy, but because you already know that you have to sacrifice for God, and so you make it easy by yourself. Yes, and also, I also want to say that it also takes a lot of, let me say, godly mind when you have the zeal to know God, because at times the studies are even challenging. You get up at early 4 a.m. and you start preparing, seeing how you can preach the gospel on air, preparing for studies, a bed and all the like. It is at times not easy. But we thank God for His grace. We thank God for the spirit of perseverance and also the spirit of boldness and courage that we are able to make it up to this time. And also, I just want to give few words to people who are outside there. There are some people who have the notion that going to a Bible school is not even important, or they already know what ministers of God they know. And so they feel that Bible schools are not important. But I want to say that there is a lot here to learn. My 2 years experience here, I see that I fatally know nothing about the Word of God. Fatally know nothing. But these 2 years here have been able to transform, renew, and see that I am now somebody who is reformed, well equipped. So there are a lot of things that I've learned here. So I encourage everyone who listens to us that the Bible School, Bear Valley Bible Institute is a place to be. You need to come there, you equip yourself so that you become a very great man of God.
I'll come back to you, Brother Elvis. How can you rate your instructors? How were your instructors? Do you enjoy them? Were they up to your expectation?
Thank you very much, beloved Minister Banda. This has been my very first time to come to this medium to discuss one or two things. When I see into all the instructors that we are all trying to put us in order, I see that really they are all great and we receive all the quality education that was really required for us. I, for one, I was somebody that when I was coming to this school, I have an impression that this school is nothing, according to what people have been telling us. But on my arrival here or my being here, I've discovered a lot of things. I can even tell you that the I was unable to preach maybe things like expository sermon. I was unable to do such thing or even to exegete a verse, bringing out the context and the real meaning there. But I can see now that really I can do all those things, and even the way to go to Greek and reflecting and bring out meaning and going to other books that are really, even where those books were there for me, I was unable to use them. But in the place of the teachers, they have really play their great part, and really I can tell you that I'm going on now as a transformed person and somebody that have been skilled and equipped with the word of God, so much so that I can even face any person that can come my way. So I'm really blessed to be here in this Bear Valley, and I also want to tell anyone that may be listening to this record this evening that even if somebody have tell you that this school is not anything, come and see for yourself, just as I've done. I really call everyone to come here. This place is really a place to be. And I, for one, I was somebody that I love evangelism. And when I came here too, I see that it's the same thing with the instructor. And almost 99% of them, even when they're giving you the teaching, the interpretation, they will make sure that evangelism is their priority. So I'm really happy. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for giving that insight for us, Bramakis. What about the accommodation? Is the environment? I mean, how we were suffocating in one room? How accommodation? How was it? Did you enjoy the time you spent for the 2 years? The surrounding environment, was it enabling for your studies?
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Banda. Thank you for welcoming me to this medium. I'm very happy to be with you this evening. Actually, the environment of this Bear Valley Bible Institute, you know, in any institution, there's bad side and there's good side. So I want to say that the environment was good in the sense that the school is made out of various dorms and students are being placed not not to be over twisted in one dorm, but in such a way that we have some access in our various dorms. So in terms of the positive side of it is that we have enjoyed the environment of the school, and though students are not permitted to go out maybe as you wish, yeah, but we go out based on the permission that you take from the president or the director. So in the aspect of being in maybe the environment, the one I witnessed for these 2 years is that it is good.
Yeah.
But the permission to go out, it is where we have a negative part of it. I've not enjoyed that. So the positive side of it, our environment is that we have enjoyed the various dorm, because when you come to the institution, you are going to see the various dorm that are well organized and well filled with the pounds, so that you can have even air. So it is really good at the institution. When you come here, you will enjoy it. Yeah. The bad side of it is also there that the student doesn't go out as which. You go out on permission, take permission. So
Anyway, no, those are institutional. I mean, those are institutional modalities.
yes.
So that there could be some level of
So
orderliness and
yeah,
order.
what that is.
Anyway, I will come back to you. Let
you.
me go to Brother Walisade. What about you? What about your own experience? You came here. Have you, when you look at your own self, have you improved? Are you going out confident now that you will be going out now to really deliver? What is your own assessment of yourself now as a minister that is going to go out to preach?
I want to appreciate you so much, my beloved minister of the gospel. Actually, it is true that when you send a product to a refinery center, what you expected or what is expected of you is that maybe that thing will be refined. And also the school that was created as the Beer Valley Bible Institute wotutu is actually a reformating center because a lot of people here have come here and they went with some impact. They created a lot of impact in our society. And that is why I want to say that you hearing me, you should be able to know that Beer Valley is a place that you come blonde, you come without any knowledge, you come without being prudent, but while you are living, you make sure that you are equipped and you are fit for the job. Now, it is true that a lot of people, they have the dream to maybe become men of God, but I want to tell you that your dream as a man of God must also be in line with the knowledge. And that is why you see a lot of us coming into a Bible school to learn. We are coming, not actually we cannot handle the word, not actually we cannot quote or maybe store scriptures in our head, but we are coming here so that we can be equipped, we can be fit for the job. So I want to say it confidently without missing word that Dear Valley Bible Institute has really transformed me into a way that I can be able to speak publicly and people are edified. Souls are being touched because here you learn a lot of things that will help you to even be the way you speak in public. So, as for me, if I can say about what the school has really done for me, I would say it has created a lot of impact in my life by changing me from being a shy person to be bold now to speak the word. The school has really helped me of being an uneducated person with the scriptures. And now I can be able to speak about the scripture with vivid explanation and a good interpretation of the scriptures. So the school has really helped, and I pray that you hearing me at this standpoint, you should know that it is very, very good, and it should be your dream for you to also be a part and parcel inside the Beer Valley Bible Institute, because you are going to also be transformed. You are going to learn new things, things that are going to help you, and not only helping you, but also others are going to mimic from you. By so doing, others also learn from you. So please listen to us right now. Know that Beer Valley has created an impact not only in my own life, but in the lives of many who are graduating just a few days ahead to come. Just know that those who are going out, they are fit for the job. You yourself, you can testify if you hear them preach. You yourself can be able to give comments. You can be able to defend them in a place when you hear them speak. So just know that we are living confidently with the intention and the notion that we have been equipped and we are fit for the job.
Right, thank you very much, Brother Michael. What about your own experience? Because when we would have gone around, I will be asking, what do you people now think it can be done to improve? Because no matter all the sweet things you people may have said, there are also things that may likely need improvement. But Brother Michael, why you are coming in to talk about what you think? Why you are going to go out? What do you people really need apart of the knowledge to go out and execute? And there's some other things that are also needed to aid you people to be very effective. I also would like us also to talk about how we can maybe go out and not destroy all the good things we have talked about, to see that the image of the institution is protected, the image of our profession too is, because we know of people who have come in, they do not complete. We know of those that have left and maybe they are out and they are not doing they are not up to expectation. We will look at how we can help to curve that also. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much. I want to send special greetings to everyone who listened to this audio. By the grace of God, I'm happy to be here. I will start with this saying that is common, that proper preparation prevents poor performance. Actually, in every institution, there are normal phenomena that must be projected in order to prove that it is an institution. So actually, it is clear that there must be a discipline in any institution, especially in an institution whereby it has a dormitory. So there must be some discipline to show that this is really a dormitory school. So actually, I can say I have enjoyed the accommodation of this school because feeding we are fine. Then how to sleep we are also fine because we are not choked up in a single room, but we are able to really feel some fresh air because the sleeping environment is good and conducive. So for that side, I really appreciate the school. Just like I earlier said that in an institutions, in an institution there are things that will be positive, favorable. Likewise, there will also be things that will not favor everybody because people always like to live according to how they are brought up. So people used to say when you bring bottles together, they will make some noise to show that when people come with their own mentalities, their own ideologies, they will have to be, maybe they will not really that much be quick to be used to with the environment because they are brought up their own way. So actually, Bear Valley is a place to be. But like I said, if you are not prepared, if your mind is not ready, you cannot make it. Yes, you cannot survive in Bear Valley. Yes. One thing I like to say about Bear Valley, which is very important and even proves a difference between other institutions, is that Bear Valley does not offer students teaching. It offers students training. When we talk about training, training is teaching somebody how to practice something. But in other institutions, they just teach. They just tell you that John 3:16 says this, but they don't teach you how to apply it. But in Bear Valley, they train you how to do it. So I can testify that now I have not just learned from Bear Valley, but I have really been trained and equipped to the extent that I can be able to defend the faith and to even lead a congregation. So this one is really a proof. When I look at other institutions, I see that Bear Valley has that ability of training teachers, training ministers, not just teaching, but training them how to do the practical part. So I pray that if you have that mindset to come to Bear Valley, know that you are coming to receive training, but prepare yourself. If you are not ready to be mocked, know that you cannot survive in Bear Valley. That's the side of discipline. If you are not ready to be provoked, you will not survive in Bear Valley. If you are not ready to be insulted publicly, you will not survive in Bear Valley. That's how they do training, because there are things that you will face in your congregation. That's why I say Bear Valley is doing training and not teaching. God bless you as you prepare your mind to come to Bear Valley.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Brother Wilfred, maybe you could cite some of the kind of like Brother Michael talk about training. What are some of the type of things that are part of the curriculum of teaching, like what we already know, which are in other institutions? What are some of the other things that are different, probably that people are being taught in this school?
Yes, just like when you listen to Brother Michael, where he talked about practical part, that is training ministers. And the first thing that you see that Bear Valley does is that after every 2 months of studies, we take 1 month to go out for the practical side, that is field work. And when you go for this field work, you are being sent to a congregation where you go and sit there, you work as a minister, you work on the field, you get the experience. I mean, what you are studying in theory, you now apply it in the practical form. And this does not, it increases your scope of reasoning, it increases your experience, it gives you experience, and it makes you to understand certain things that maybe you have just seen it written in documents, but now you can see it in reality. Yes, so it is very, very important. And also, we have certain trainings here, especially in the side of humbleness, making preachers and servants of God to understand that we are servants and we are not the masters. We are servants to go and serve people. So the trainings that at times we receive, at times you can see us, we are working in the congregation. You see us, we are there to serve the people. We are not there to exalt ourselves for people to serve us, but we are there to render services to the people. We even do work for them. You see us, we are very simple in the town. So all these type of things that the school is trying to see that the students, they should have this type of mindset that we are servants.